What's up, YouTube? It is I, Zara, aka 5th Rate Duelist, coming to you with my latest Drytron deck profile. Hopefully it comes out before the ban list, when it's probably not relevant anymore, copium. I made a really good list for the YCS, and then I did terribly, so then, props to Shu, Shenping Shu, he helped me with my deck, and I changed it, and then I got first place, and I pulled a $200 card, called Infinite Impermanence. So, I'm gonna show this to you, and, yeah, if you like it, that's good. If you don't like it, I kind of don't care. Alright, let's start out. 3 Alpha, 3 Zeta, 3 Gamma, 2 Delta. I feel like that's pretty obvious. I don't have a third Delta, because Delta can be a vanilla, and I don't like that. And I had my friend make a program to help me calculate the probabilities of drawing Drytrons with 2 different names. And so after plugging all that in, that's how I came up with these ratios. Next we have our rituals. We have Draconids. I love this card. I've won so many games with this card. I do not know why some people leave this out, but whatever. Ultimateness over perfection, because I don't play the pre-prep stuff. Edatin and Benton. I have Natasha on the side, so I don't think I really need Natasha, except for time. Yeah. Then we have 2 Orange Light, 1 Eva, and 3 Diviner. I feel like that's pretty obvious. By the way, Diviner and Droplets, breaks the whole Sorcerer board. It's pretty nuts. Okay, then we have 2 Cyber Emergency. I'll explain it a bit. 3 Nova, a Fafnir, and a Medionis. So the reason that I'm playing 2 Emergency is because I'm also playing Foolish Burial. I think it's really important to stick to 40 cards. If you want to maximize your chances of seeing 2 Drytrons with different names, which is my test, to see, if my deck is good. Cyber Emergency also plays into Droll as well. And so I felt like, Foolish is a good substitute. I actually got first place because of Foolish. Because it has more versatility. I had discarded Orange and Lancia to negate something. And then the guy summoned Artsword Christian. I couldn't special summon. So I used Foolish to send Eva. I added Diviner. I popped the Arclight. And then I summoned Natasha and won. So that's kind of the reasoning behind my ratios there. And then I also have Call by the Grave and Forbidden Droplets. I did try Imperms for a bit just to see if having a hand trap would be more monumental. I think Droplets is just way better. It's so easy to... It's free because you discard your Drytrons or you discard an activated spell, so it really doesn't matter at all that you're reducing your hand size. So yeah, it's definitely very free. And then we have the Fusion Destiny package. Here's Celestial Dasher. People ask me why I don't play Plasma. I did play Plasma for a bit. The idea of attributing 3 to special summon Plasma never freaking came up. And then it was a problem because then if they got rid of my Destiny hero, I would have to summon Celestial. So the worst case scenario, if they get rid of my Destiny hero, I summon Dasher. I can still get it in the grave and then draw 2 with Celestial since the Celestial didn't leave the grave. And then also I don't know where my Plasma is, so that's why I'm playing these cards. Okay, and then we have Scythe and 3 Lancia. So you might be wondering why Lancia is being main deck. There is one main reason and a couple of side reasons. So the main thing is that Sword Soul is a very problematic deck for Drytron because of Protos. So Protos will just end my turn. There's freaking basically nothing I can do. If they Protos call Light, there's nothing I can freaking do. So in order to protect myself from that, I'm maining the Lancias so that way they cannot banish in order to get to the Protos. Another reason is because Lancia is pretty strong against Source Soul. If they open with the tinny stuff, they can't do any of the banishing. They also run Pot of Desires. They can't play that. So you just plop that down on standby phase and freaking just, hope that saves you. Not only that, it's really good against other decks. The birds have the tri component. That shuts that down. Really good against Invoked. That shuts that down. Really good against Tri DPE. That stuff. Koty, hi. I'm undefeated, not in the YCS, but in my locals. But we aren't going to disclose that. No, I disclosed that at the start of the video. Oh, this has to be edited out. Brian, please edit this out. Anyway, Flurry Lancia, very good against other decks. And the last reason, it is a fairy. So, worst case scenario, like, if it's not relevant, you can discard with Orange Light to negate something. You can use it as a discard for ultimateness to negate something. But Lancia just keeps coming up. Random matches. Like, this, it feels like all deck Spanish. It's kind of nuts. And yes, it hurts Flender, too. Okay, so that is the main deck. The main Drytron deck. And next we will go into, how do you organize this? Brian, please cut this out as well. Let me just organize this real quick. I'm like insane, by the way. Let's see. We're gonna do 2 Fafnirs and then Zeus. These are the links. Beatrice and stuff like that. Oopsies. Okay. Alright, here we go. Okay, now we're going to do the extra deck. So we're going to start out with Destiny Hero Phoenix Enforcer, which we are going to use for our Scythe when we set up our Scythe combo. Then we have Beatrice. Nowadays, with Eva being 1, I don't make Beatrice very often. I usually only make it if I want to send Token Collector, or if I only open 1 Drytron and Diviner, then I have to use Beatrice to make Gamma, and it sucks, it's unfortunate, but that's basically why it's there. 2 Fafnir. You don't need 3, and you need more than 1. Then we have Downer, we have Zeus, we have Lyrilisk. I really like this card. Just freaking wipe the board, attack directly. If they try to impermit, you can detach. And the effect that you don't take battle damage, and it's not destroyed by battle or card effects, will remain because this affects other Lyrilists. So for that reason, that part's not negated. I hope that makes sense. I don't know. I don't know anything about this game. Then we have Arclight, we have Entis. Obviously, then for our links, we have Link Kuribo, we have Phoenix, we have Unicorn, we have Boral Sword, and then we have Dagda and Verte. So Dagda is freaking, what you do type of a thing. Okay, now we do side deck. Okay, then we have 3 Dark Ruler no more. We have 3 Token Collector. And we have 3 Twin Twisters. These were Cosmics. I just think Twin Twisters more impactful. And it's I don't know. You get Scythe, but that's not really that big of a deal, because you can just summon Draconids and wipe the whole board. We are playing 3 Lava Golem. 2 D-Barrier, and Natasha. These are my going first cards. I'll switch out the droplets for them. Lava Golem's insane. The reason I'm choosing to play cards like this, like Lava Golem versus stuff like Droll, is because, I feel like a Droll is not an automatic stop. People can play through Droll. People can play through Nibiru. People can do many, many, many different things whenever you hand trap them. Nibiru doesn't really stop someone's turn a lot of the time. Yes, there's arguments oh, freaking they don't always have Baron, and you can nib them before they get to Baron. But it's like, what if they make Baron, freaking summon 3, and then go off? Your Nibiru is just useless. But the thing with Lava Golem is that we don't really need our normal summon going second. And this gets rid of 2 monsters, which will get rid of 2 negates, or even more. Like, for instance, Sorcel has Blackout. You get rid of the 2 worm monsters, summon the Lava Golem. Now that Blackout is, like, dead. Like, there's... I don't know. It's just a really dope card. Like, I've been made fun of for freaking playing this. And then I've beaten the people who've made fun of me with this. But I just think that it's an excellent card. And yes, I also play it because it was in the anime and I thought it was cool. I just like the card, if I'm going to be honest. So yeah. Going first cards, you take out the droplets type of a thing. Token Collector is very necessary for Sword Soul. And yeah. And yes, Golem could be a 6th card. Okay, so that's the side deck. If you're kind of wondering, you know, what's up with this deck is that, like, you can basically, let me do it right this, okay. Yeah, so basically, like, you need to get Dagda on field, and then you need to trigger its effect to set the Scythe. So for that reason, you might need to, like, ritual. Okay, let me start over. Okay, Brian, let's go back. Okay, let's start over. Okay. So basically the theory behind this deck is that you want to set up DPE with Scythe set, but you want something to protect it. So you want to have your ultimateness with at least, you know, 1 to 2 negates, also on the field. So that way you have like a set Scythe here, you use your Dagda, you know, use your Verte, and then you have your DPE here. So in the draw phase, you activate DPE. You can pop whatever you want. I'm paranoid, I don't like leaving DPE in the grave. It depends on the matchup, obviously. You can pop whatever you want. You pop these 2. They try to, like, cosmic it, or they try to, I don't know, do something else, and then you negate with ultimateness, which just makes it a little more protected type of a thing. The only thing that I really lose to is droplets, and to be fair, I freaking lose to droplets quite a bit. That's, like, the only thing that can stop this from happening. Another thing is that if you have the Dagda, like, on the field, and you have, like, the Scythe set, you can do DPE Chain Link 1, then you can do Dagda Chain Link 2 to set a Lancia, and then pop these 2 and do Scythe, Lancia, Scythe effect, and then tribute the Lancia, all in draw phase. So they're locked out of the extra deck and they can't banish anything as well. So that's something that I started doing. I thought it was pretty dope. Because if this combo resolves, like, if they don't have droplets, you'll win. Like, I've never lost if this has resolved. Like, there's just nothing people can do. Which is pretty dope, if that makes sense. You know, you can do this under Droll. You know, worst case scenario, get Drolled. You can, just end on DPE, but I've managed to set up the Scythe combo under Droll. It doesn't really require too much to do it. You do need multiple Drytrons, but yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, so that's my deck profile. If you're wondering about my record, for the past 5 weeks, taking it to locals, I've gotten first place twice, second place twice, and third place once. I do think this build that I have is the best build that I have made, with the assistance of, like, Shu and Koty Angeloff. But I was very happy with this deck. I think it's very strong. I think it'll be fine. Okay, thank you. Please check out my Twitch. I stream, and yeah, bye-bye.